Hello, welcome my dear friends. Sight words is a blunder. Do you agree or disagree with me? So let's discuss why I feel sight words are blunder. Why? Because after 5 years, when we want the child to actively read not just the words on the word wall and in the school environment, but storybooks, newspapers, hoarding, we expect the senior KG child to read around, and in that environment, in a storybook, can you assure that the child will read only cat, bat, sat, fat, rat words? No. The child will see, the child will experience many different kinds of words, and in classroom, if we have the practice of introducing sight words on our word wall in the classroom environment through big flashcards, the child can identify a handful of sight words. But in the storybook where the font is normal size or small size, when the child tried to read, he or she is totally confused to analyze which is a reading word to break sounds and read, and which is a sight word to take the whole sound. This is a very big challenge for our little ones, and I can prove this when we analyze these words. Hi, let me welcome you for the Foundational Literacy series, and I'm Dr. Rajni Rao. And in this series, we will analyze why I think sight words are blunder initially. So now look at all these words. Okay, these are a bunch of words, and if you see on the screen as well, these are merely all the body parts, and you can read these body parts anywhere in a storybook or in a newspaper, words like this, just not these words. And now look at the complexity in each level. And even before going further, let me ask you, do you know that thousands and thousands and thousands of English words fall only under 5 category? There is no 6th category at all. And if you want your child to read and write English fluently, then you must teach them 5 levels of words, which we will decode in our list as well, and the list is here too. So the first level of words that you are seeing here, these are 2-letter fundamental words. Level 1, 2-letter fundamental words, and when I say 2-letter words, it is not words like me, we, be, he, never. So what are fundamental words? Fundamental words are words which begin with the vowel sound. Please make a note. 2-letter fundamental words are words which begin with A, E, I, O and U vowel sound, and you will see a consonant sound attached to that. So these are the fundamental words to be introduced as we start the words somewhere in the junior KG. And out of these words, now let me introduce the second level of words, and we call this second level of words as primary words. So you can see here words like hand, leg, hip, lip and gum. So these are the words which contain only the short sounds. So it can be 3-letter or it can be 4 and 5 letters as well. So all the words which has only short sounds in it with one vowel only. So there should be only one vowel. All these words are primary words, and these are level 2 words. Then what is the next level that we need to teach in our classrooms are the level 3 words, that is secondary words, set 1, and we can divide these words also into set 1 and set 2. What is secondary words set 1? So you can see these body parts: nail, hair, skin, chin, neck and many more like this. So it can be teeth, foot. All these words have either a long vowel sound or a consonant blending sound. We will know further, but for now, as a teacher, for your understanding, all these words contain one either long vowel sound or a consonant blending sound, and along with this there are consonant sounds. So this is how we discriminate level 3 secondary words set 1. And what are level 3 secondary words set 2? So now you can see these are secondary words set 2. And what are these? These are the words with more than one blending sound. It can be a long vowel sound or it can be a consonant blending sound. So there is more than one blending sound in these words. Example, mouth. So ow, there are 3 sounds. So similar way, teeth, t, e, th. So there are 2 blending sounds. Similarly, wrist, waist, thigh, knee. All these words which contain more than one blending sound fall under the level 3 secondary words set 2 and set 1 as well. And after this, all these body parts that you can see, nose, bone, ear and face, do you think they have? I don't think there is any blending sound here. There is something beyond blending sound, and that is there is a phonic rule in each word. So each word has a different phonic rule to understand and follow, and all these words which have a phonic rule in it is called as level 4 tertiary words. And finally, any word which doesn't fall under any of these words, fundamental words, primary 3 and 4 and 5 letter primary words, secondary words set 1 and set 2, and tertiary words, they are merely classified as sight words. And now in the whole set that we saw in the beginning, only the body part I is a sight word. Rest are all the reading words, and if you make children read these words before senior KG or before introducing tertiary words and secondary words, then we call it as a sight word. So you cannot call a word like nose as a sight word if the child is reading this in LKG, because I'm sure in junior KG we don't teach any phonic rule. So for a junior KG child, nose becomes a sight word, but this is where I want to tell it's a blunder. Give some more time, teach the rule and then introduce how to read this word, and let the child get the ability to filter a word, see whether it is a fundamental word, primary word, secondary word set 1 and 2, tertiary word, and only then the child will decide this is a non-reading sight word, and they will be more confident when they read any storybook, paragraph, reading comprehension. And now you can see the same set of words that we started discussing now falls under 5 categories of words. Well, you can see on the screen as well how the body parts are divided into 5 levels of words. I'm sure you will not find it in the fundamental words, that is only for your understanding, but you can see how these words are sorted in the 5 categories. Now tell me, my dear friends, do you agree with me that sight words are blunder? It causes confusion for the child to decide whether this word is a reading word or a sight word. The only difference that we will have to face is there is a little delayed advanced reading skill that will develop in the child, and we should be okay with that, because the foundation that we are laying through step by step level words learning will be very, very concrete and will be very easy for children to follow. So just think about it and see how you can use this information in your classroom. And now you agree with me that there are only 5 levels of words, and if we teach this successfully in our classrooms, our children can literally become champions. So with this, I will see you in the next episode.